Okay, so Miss asked me to make a video about the Persian Gulf War, but I'm not about to spend the next 6 hours of my life educating myself just for a dumb video, right?
So this video is about the Persian Gulf War, or also known as the Gulf War because talking is hard. The war started on August 2nd, 1990, when Iraq invaded Kuwait. Is it Kuwait or Kuwait?
Kuwait.
Okay, so Iraq invaded Kuwait. But let's pause. Why did they invade? In 1988, the country of Iraq is ruled by this little man right here. He goes by Saddam Hussein, and he just led his country through a brutal war with Iran, his neighbor. And during the war, they needed a lot of money, so they borrowed money from nearby countries. Kuwait was one of the nearby countries. And then Kuwait was like, oh man, you owe us a lot of money, you should start paying us back now. But then Iraq was like, oh, we don't have the money to pay you back. The countries are part of an organization called OPEC, or the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. And that basically stated that they're going to rack up prices in order to make more money off of their petroleum and oil. But Iraq was mad because Kuwait kept surpassing the oil quota. And they threatened that if they continued to surpass the quota, they would do, well. And shortly after that, they invaded Kuwait. Kuwait didn't really put much of a fight, but the United Nations did. They said that it wasn't okay and that you should probably get out of there like now. And if they didn't withdraw by a certain deadline, they said that they would, quote, use all necessary means to push them out. Now, when I say they, I really just mean America. Now, obviously, he ignored these warnings, and on January 16th, they launched Operation Desert Storm. And armed forces dropped bombs on Iraqi forces for 37 days straight. Over 500,000 units were deployed into the Persian Gulf. In response, Iraq decided to launch missiles at Saudi Arabia and Israel. They were hoping that Israel would respond in attacks, but smartly, Israel did not respond. All the units that were deployed to the Persian Gulf knew that if they wanted to inflict severe damage, they would have to go on foot. And they did just that. On February 23rd, 1991, they launched an assault operation on a large region of Kuwait. Now, that operation quickly overwhelmed Iraqi soldiers as they didn't have much motivation to fight, and the fact that their weaponry was essentially from AliExpress. They started to retreat, but coalition forces prevented them from retreating any further, and it was clear that America has won. The assault only lasted about 100 hours until they basically lost.